And we are here with Mayor Lyda Krewson, and of course the protest had started peaceful but then became more violent as the night wore on, culminating here at the mayor's home. First, Madam Mayor, how are you doing? How is your home? I know you have some broken windows.
You know what? I'm doing fine. We just have a few broken windows. Those can be replaced. No one was hurt last night. No citizens were hurt. We did have 11, I think it is the exact number, of police officers that were injured last night. Several of them were treated at the hospital. So we thank them for their service, of course. And we're just really happy that none of our citizens were hurt. And
are you concerned, Madam Mayor, about tonight and that this may continue? We're seeing some planned protests today. The band U2 actually canceled their concert. Are you worried about what happens tonight and beyond?
Well, I think worried is not exactly the word. We are, of course, concerned that this won't be a one-day event. It could be multiple days. We hope that it won't be. We have a lot of partners that are helping us, that are working with us both at the state level and at St. Louis County and St. Louis City level. And so our goal here is to protect the rights of the protesters to protest orderly or peacefully and to protect our citizens here as well.
You have been perhaps an advocate for the peaceful protesting, and then yet they ended up on your doorstep smashing your windows. Were you surprised that they decided to take it out on you?
You know, I wouldn't say that I've been an advocate, but what I do understand is that peaceful protest is a cornerstone of our democracy. But I also understand that there's a lot of anger out there, and a lot of folks are very worked up. And so even though I had nothing to do with the decision, of course, but I represent the city. And so I'm not entirely surprised by this. And, you know, I hope that we'll just move forward in an orderly way.
Your governor, Eric Greitens, very proactive this time, perhaps may have learned a few lessons from Ferguson 3 years ago, mobilized the Missouri National Guard. Have you spoken with him today in light of last night? And if so, what was that conversation like? What did you guys talk about?
I spoke with him last night. I've not spoken with him yet this morning, but we are scheduled to speak here shortly.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so there you have it, Leland, straight from the mayor as they work on her broken windows. A total of 11 officers injured and 32 arrests. Protests continue as early as right now at 10:30 down at the park and then into tonight. And, of course, that U2 concert, a big deal here, now canceled. Leland?
Yeah, a lot of people coming from all over the country for that concert. Griff, while you have the mayor, very quickly, I'm wondering if she feels that the more aggressive police presence and the more aggressive police approach, especially when the violence started, kept things from spiraling out of control, or is she in the camp with some of the civic leaders who say, oh, no, it was the police officers in their riot gear that caused some of the violence?
Just a follow-up question from Leland. Do you feel that the police presence, they're sort of aggressive once things were thrown at them, once they asked them to disperse, and they really took a hard stance against it? Do you feel like that was what made the difference of keeping last night from really getting out of control? Or do you feel like the police may have been a little bit too aggressive?
You know what? I think the police did a fine job last night. They have to make the decision in the field. They are the ones that are here. They are the ones that are on the front line of this, and they have to make those decisions. And so I think they made good decisions last night. There was a tremendous restraint shown all day yesterday from 9 o'clock all through the night till 1 o'clock in the morning. And there was also restraint shown by most of the protesters, not all, of course. But no, I think the police did a great job. We have to rely on the people that are there and in that situation to make the best decision.
Thank you. There you go, Leland. Back to you.
All right, certainly a different view from leadership in the city than we have seen in some of these past riots around the country. Griff, thank you. Stay safe on the ground.